What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I covered this story a couple weeks ago when it first broke in mainstream media. And this is the story about this guy right here. You guys remember this face, this tough-looking face. This guy, Jeremiah Campbell, age 22. This guy in Melbourne, Florida, shout out Melbourne, killed his grandparents, pictured here. God rest their souls. The man's name is George White. He's 83 years old. And Mary White, his wife, 81 years old. Both of them were gunned down by their grandson, this guy right here, Jeremiah Campbell. Not only did he do this, but the way he did it was even more horrific than just knowing that he did it. This guy shot his grandmom in the house. Grandfather runs across the street in terror to get neighbors to get called for help. As he's running, Mr. Campbell comes out the house, sees him, runs over there, starts firing, hits the neighbor in the door asking for help, where the father runs into the bathroom. The grandfather runs into the bathroom after getting hit while standing at the door and is pronounced dead later on. I don't know what's going on with these younger people turning on their grandparents and parents, but I mean, it's a rising epidemic in this country. Now, we talked about this guy, how he went to court and fell out, threw up on the floor, all kind of goofy stuff, making faces, looking dumb. This guy's still locked up with no bond, right? But more has come out since the arrest affidavit has surfaced. And you ain't gonna believe what you hear. I would show this dude the flowers immediately.
New details in a West Melbourne triple shooting that took the lives of an elderly couple. 22-year-old Jeremiah Campbell is charged with killing his grandparents. Detectives say he also shot and hurt a neighbor. As West 2's Brevard County reporter Megan Moriarty explains, new documents reveal why he says he did it.
22-year-old Jeremiah Campbell will soon go before a judge for a second time to give a plea of guilty or not guilty. He's charged with the murders of his grandparents, 83-year-old Reverend George White and 81-year-old Mary White. He's also accused of shooting and injuring a neighbor who was trying to help the family. During his initial appearance, he was incredibly emotional, sobbing, and at one point he even got sick. A newly released arrest affidavit reveals he was in a similar state when he was arrested. The affidavit states when deputies found Campbell after the shooting, he was sobbing uncontrollably and shouting a stream of incoherent words. The 22-year-old was detained and had a spontaneous utterance saying that God told him to send his grandparents to him, according to the report. A search warrant obtained by West 2 says deputies observed Campbell to be sweating, to have dilated pupils, and making incoherent statements, such as claiming to see Cyclops and claiming Satan was in his head. The report goes on to say that a family member reported that Campbell was in an argument with the victims earlier that evening. She says it was over the belief that he was under the influence of an unknown drug. Right now, Campbell is being held at the Brevard County Jail with no bond. Covering Brevard County in West Melbourne, Megan Moriarty, West 2 News.
I'm your Brevard County community correspondent, James Sparvero. We have a little more insight now as to why the sheriff's office says a 22-year-old drove from Texas to West Melbourne to kill his own grandparents. The motive has been the big question in this tragedy. Last week before a judge, Jeremiah Campbell broke down as the judge read him his charges, including 2 counts of murder. Just like we saw him crying in court a week ago, this new affidavit from the Brevard Sheriff's Office says Jeremiah Campbell was sobbing uncontrollably and shouting a stream of incoherent words when he was arrested, too. It reads, after Mr. Campbell was detained, he made a spontaneous utterance saying that God told him to send his grandparents to him, and now Satan sees I am a valuable man of the kingdom.
He wanted his grandfather dead.
Last week, Terry French, whose granddaughter was shot too and survived, told me he lived across Washington Street from George and Mary White, who were in their 80s, for more than 30 years. The sheriff's office says George White ran to Terry's house after Campbell killed his grandmother first.
Best neighbor you ever know. Do anything for you. I hope we get close to an answer. That's the real question I want to know.
Also available for public record now, there's a list of things that sheriff's deputies took from Jeremiah Campbell's grandparents' house. Included in that list, and it doesn't specify to whom these things belong to, but there's guns, prescription medications, and I also noticed a wig and a handwritten note that they seized. I've asked the state attorney's office about what's written on that note. As soon as they share any more in the investigation, we'll update this story again on News 6 and clickorlando.com.
All right, guys, you've seen it. This dude right here, Jeremiah Campbell, locked up, no bond, killed his grandparents, hurt the neighbor. Not because he was crazy, but he was on drugs that made him crazy. Did you hear the bullshit? Always blaming God. God ain't got nothing to do with that devilish shit you was doing, son. It doesn't. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. You got that mean ass fucking face when you was arrested and you knew they put them handcuffs on you and you wasn't getting out of it and wasn't nobody around. You went and took that mean ass face then. But when you get in court the next day, all of a sudden you act like you don't remember nothing and you sitting up there crying looking like an ugly baby. So you mean to tell me you drove all the way from Texas, because he drove from Texas, guys, to do this, all the way to Florida, because you got a premonition that God came to you. You saw the light while you was in your bed, and he came to you and anointed you to go and do his work by killing your grandparents, part of your bloodline. This is what you're telling me. You laid there in the bed, you heard the choir music, the naked white cherubim baby swam, went around your head, and you seen the sign. That's what you telling me? Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here right now. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I love my grandparents. My grandparents raised me and to be who I am, for better or worse. And I can't ever conceive of doing something like that. People that I know sacrificed and made strides and took part of their life to ingest into me to make me a better person for tomorrow, and do that to them. Always the good ones that have to go at the hands of the bad. Pay attention. Guy was a pastor, senior pastor at a church, supposedly. Spoke to younger people about, hey, you know, you can go from nowhere to be somewhere in life. All it takes is perseverance, a positive attitude, and just efforts towards making steps forward. His own grandson didn't concede to that wisdom that he had. Now this guy is dead. Said the motherfucker was on some type of drugs. The argument started in the house because he was acting weird, like he was under the influence. I don't know how this being high equated to being cool nowadays, but that's the thing. Being all fucked up and all stupid and shit off drugs. You think these older people stupid? Yeah, the man 83 and 81 years old, him and his wife, they been around, they seen things. They might not do things, but they see it and they see the signs. And he exhibited the signs of somebody under the influence. Got into an argument about it, boom. Family member said they was there when it happened. All of a sudden, he comes back, boom, takes them out of here. Talking about God told him to do it. Always this God shit. What do we talk about? I'm going to tell you something. Why would God tell you to kill people that showed you nothing but kindness and send them to him when all he got to do is snap his finger, be he's the omnipotent one, and stop their heart and send them to him himself? That's the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Then up here, I'm gonna show you this article I got up here, right? Screen blacked out, excuse me. This is what he says. Says, where's it at? Give me a second, I'm gonna find it. Oh, during questioning Campbell, allegedly told detectives, now Satan sees I'm a valuable man of the kingdom. So let me get this straight. God told you to kill. You know killing is wrong. So now the devil knows you're a valuable person in his kingdom. So who told you to kill the parents? God or the devil? If God is good, why would he tell you to kill your grandparents? See the dumb shit? Stupid shit. I'd off him tonight. In the next 10 minutes, he'd be gone. Why do they even put up with this goofiness in the justice system? I always want to study criminals. Does he have a history of mental illness? Don't fucking matter. It don't. He killed his grandparents. Them people was 83 and 81 years old. When you get up to that age, you could go at any time. So every day is worth living because it may be your last. This guy had multiple years left on the planet. His life just beginning at 22. And this is what he does. I don't know what side these people are related to him on, mother's side or father's side, but I wonder how they feel. Seriously, I wonder how they feel. I wonder if somebody is sitting on his side in court if he goes to trial for this, which he won't. They'll give him a deal. He's 22 years old. He's not going to go in front of, he's going to get smoked. But I wonder if anybody come out and lend some support to him for what he did. Wouldn't be surprising. But either way, what he did is some fucktard shit. If it was up to me, he had to go. You shot a woman trying to help, an old man in distress, hearing his wife getting shot up in the house as he's running for his life. And I want you to think about it from a standpoint of a man. When you get older, you know your limits. This 83-year-old man had to run and flee to safety, leaving his wife there at the brutal onslaught of a grandson who's high out of his mind or whatever, to get help and pray for the best. I want you to think about that. It's crazy, man. He had a gun and he shot him. Then he's talking about he had some other stuff, a wig and all kind of dope. What the fuck is going on here? Don't even matter. I'd show him the flowers. Hamburger helper, straight in the bushes. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You see crimes every day out here that come up online about people doing this craziest stuff that defies normal human logic. And they keep trying to give them the same type of how can I say this? Like the respect in court and all this other shit. You shouldn't get none of that shit after you do some heinous shit like that. That's just my opinion. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.